Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Sam and I am one of the Power BI enthusiasts as like you. So what we are doing is I was working on IELTS test data using DAX for if condition. IELTS, which was basically a small project back started in 1997 for testing English, has taken over the world in listening, reading, writing and speaking, as you can see through this very map. The two stakeholders of IELTS is British English and Australian IDP, and they have both actually earned $3.6 trillion for the first half of the quarter in 2018. So what we will see in here that we can understand the data patterns as given up in their website, which is www.ielts.org, as it is coming from here, that how much they have actually taken the test data for the people who have given for the n number of days or n number of years, and the number of people who have actually appeared. Now let me just clarify, IELTS has two different modules. One is academic and one is general training. In the academics, it is basically for going into the universities, and general training is for the immigration. And it is quite clear that both of these IELTS test takers, the listening section for the both of the male and female, are quite a worlds apart. So what I was doing it is I have this IELTS test data and I've uploaded into Power BI, and from here I've actually derived a completely whole set of diagram. And in here, as you can see, that the main test is the IELTS main test takers of the data, and then it's divided into female and male test takers. And then it has been divided into two other separates upon the academic first languages and general training frequently appeared countries. I have taken the mean of all of them, and then I have also taken the mean of listening and reading for the male and female test takers subsequently. So in this session, what we will see is that where the if condition actually changes the data and where we can understand that it has a particular impact on the IELTS test date. So as you can see that if I bring upon into different test bench in here into different test tables, I can very much able to grasp that the listening for the female test takers has this particular table, and for the listening for the male test taker I have this particular column. But this actually is coming out from the academic frequent countries if I using the margin 1 in here. In here, as you can see, the true condition applies if I'm applying this particular set of margins. So if I suppose apply this margin as like this, if I just delete it into, so therefore once I use a modeling section in here and I take the new column, I can give a particular set of variables as margin 1. In this margin 1, my column is with this, and what I can do in here is that I will apply the DAX measures based upon my test data. So I say margin 1, I use the operator, and I will be using the if condition. So once I press an if, it is giving me the IntelliSense, which is the logical test, and the test if the return. So what I'll do is I'll simply use academic frequent countries as my table is basically in the academic frequent countries. So I will use the academic frequent countries, and I want to test the reading part. So I'll take the reading, which should be greater than 6.5. So I will be using this operator, and I want to separate it with the other command. So I will use and once I do it, I will be getting another listening section to understand how the test actually works upon. So I will be using this listening, and thereafter I want to make it lesser than 7.0, and together I want to check that whether this condition holds true, as because my premier or my primary aim is to understand that if I'm having this kind of phenomena or this kind of chart in front of me, the 2016 is been divided into the academic and general, and the number of IELTS test takers are appeared in countries which are appeared frequently, and the first language is not English. The female and male test takers for both the sides are should be synchronized with the proper given test set data. And because of this, if I also would love to find out that why the female test takers are better than the male test takers. So my condition of first why will only be satisfied if I apply this operator, and if I just press equals to, it will give me all set of results in here. The margin 1 is changed, and as we can see that the true value appears. That means only these countries are true where I can find out that the reading is greater than 6.5 and listening is less than 7.0, and these countries are quite positive that the female test takers are better than the male test takers. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel. It's in YouTube, and I'll see you next time very much. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.